Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. Thanks for joining. Hold on 1 second here. I meant to give this to the... This is not for you guys. This is for the dog. Something to keep her occupied while I entertain you guys here. Getting this out of here. Oh, you're going to have fun with that. Oh, yes, you are. Take it. Come on. There you go. Don't drop it on my toes, please. Happy dog. Oh, I should have used a glove to pick that thing up. Hold on a second. I got you. My fingers. Okay, now hold on 1 second. Let me turn my volume down. See if I can see myself. All right. Oh, wait a second. Which one's the coldest? I can't tell. Sorry. Got to get my February ready. I am a Coke, not a Pepsi person. Cannot do Pepsi at all. Anyways, what I got going on here has another box of fun stuff. All right, let me put on my glasses here. Let me turn on a light too so I can see what's going on. All right, Mom gave me this. She's like, here, paint these over too. I have no idea what the heck this is. Yeah, I don't know. But, I could paint it, yeah, but nothing I remember. Anyway, let's look in and see what ornaments we got there. These are Christmas ornaments from probably 1985 to probably 1990. I don't think we did very many of these. We'll find out. So we're just unveiling which ones I'm going to look at and try to paint. Oh, he's cute. A little nobody painted his feet. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, we can touch him up. We'll figure out something with him. Or actually, this one is. Oh, another one. Oh, interesting. What's that? His feet also weren't painted. How interesting. I don't know why we painted everything with metallic paint. I'm guessing it's like the only stuff we had to paint. Oh, this one I do remember. I remember this one. Now, this one is finished. The eyes could be a little better. I do see a little bitty fine dot of white right there. That's the back side of it. Yeah, I might repaint it. I'll put that one over here. Actually, we'll put that in the maybe pile. All right. Next one. A shepherd mouse with a copper lamb. Okay. I don't know why we painted it copper. I actually kind of like the robe being a shiny white. It's interesting. But yeah, again, I don't know why we constantly painted these things in the metallics. Excuse me. His eyes aren't painted because Mom probably painted these, threw them in the thing, and then wanted me to paint the eyeballs on them later. But we'll fix them up. All right, this guy. Oh, look at him. He's cute. Yeah, we can touch this up a little bit better. Although the ornaments I kind of like. That's like... That doesn't look good at all. I'll turn near his bum. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll fix him. We will fix him. I remember one of these. He probably... we made him... He probably... Did they? I think we actually painted it to make it look like he was a little... Tom and Jerry, Jerry's... the Tom and Jerry cartoons, Jerry's little nephew. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank on what his name was. Can't think of it. We probably painted this to be kind of like him. His face needs fixed up a little bit, and obviously get rid of the it's kind of metallic paint all over it. But yeah, we can paint this box and make it look really, really cool. And why he has a black tail over everything, I don't know. But we probably painted him to be like he was a little baby mouse in a diaper, because that is not part of the thing. So maybe I might keep that, or I might give him pants. Think about that one. All right. Let's see this one. Oh, he's cute. Oh, this is the one, 1989. Look at that. Yeah, I could probably pick off some of that stuff. I don't want to flick it off here into the thing. I mean, I could fix it up a little bit, maybe. Since this was my sister's, I will ask her about it. I mean, yeah, actually, look at that. It did peel off. Interesting. Yeah, you're probably going to have to get painted. right, I'm going to keep it wrapped up in this because I don't want the I don't want the paint chunks peeling off on the others. Okay. I do not know what to think of this one. Yeah, he can definitely use some why we painted everything copper rope. That's weird. Yeah, that one's gonna get repainted. All right. Let's see what I got here. And just simple bells. How interesting. Okay, so for this one, I'll give this a recoat or refresh. But the bells will definitely get that. The green feels like it's got a little glitter to it. Feels kind of rough. But yeah, it could be decorated a lot better. Cool. All right. Cool. Alrighty. So that's what I got going on. I can tell I sprayed this with a clear glaze, but like like that. All right, so that is the big reveal. I'll ask Mom about this thing. I'm looking it up. I have no idea where it's made out of. Some sort of plastic. It almost looks like it was a topper for something with a hole there. Like it took a do I have one over here? Like it had a hole. I mean, I could, if I wanted to, I could probably drill another hole in it and give it a better thing to give it a good rod. Like, do I have a piece of that here handy? Georgia. Yeah, there's one. Let's give it a thicker rod. Stick it in. That way, if she wanted to put it up on something, I could. I have no idea about this one. I don't know where that one came from. Let's think about that lot. Don't know. I love this box cover. This is cute. Pops her. Okie doke. Let's get started. Are you happy under there? Yeah, drop it. Clunk. Right on the floor. All right. Let's see. Let's start with this guy. This will be. Wait. What? I think I've got dirt all over my things. All right. Let's put him here. Actually, let's put these on easiest to hard. Let's do it that way. And I think he'll actually go over here good. These ones I'm actually going to put in hard spot because those will be interesting. I could put I'll keep the blackboard like that. I don't know if I'll write anything on the blackboard. Think about it. All right. Actually, let me put this that way with my sisters. Having fun? You still eating the bone? Okay. All right. Let's put him right here off to the side. That one just looks weird. I like the tan color, but yeah, it's seen better days by far. So what I should do for this one is, yeah, I could give him a I'm pretty sure this is why we did this, because you would think a shepherd's cloak or outfit would be white. So the new hat would be white. He's got this. So we probably painted it this I want to call it champagne color. But he shouldn't be champagne or frosted white. So we'll fix him up. Okie doke. So I wrote down over here. I wrote down what I did on the previous ones. It's good to keep notes. I normally have this in a book, but this one I wasn't quite sure if I was going to need it again. Okay, so the ears are number 5. Number 5 is Pop Pink. This is, I do believe, an active color of Ceramcoat. Well, that says 2007. Hold on, let me look. It is not. Okay, sorry. This is not an active color of Ceramcoat. I don't know why they discontinued colors. They should keep the colors. All right. 130. 1373. Old one? Or are you the new one? Oh, that's the old one. Okay, I'll show you these. This is Hippo Gray. Hippo Gray, I believe, is still active. Yes. I don't see a year on these. Ye Old Hobby Shop. Oh my gosh. Yes, this is... I mean, this is still probably good. Oh. I mean, it is. Let me put it in the shaker. I just got to keep a hand out on my vortex shaper because it'll shake itself right off the table. This version also doesn't have a year on it. I don't think that's a key code for it. But yeah. So this is the one I'm shaking is the one of the oldest paints I have. This is the version I'll probably use. Hippo Gray still is, and don't mind my numbers here. My numbers are my key codes for my how many paints I have and different brands. This is my way to I do these little sticks where I can say, okay, hey, here's what color they are, so that I can see, you know, here's this color. These are new ones that I bought. Here's what that color looks like. So these were not the colors that were originally painted on these things. I don't know what those colors were. I'll let that keep shaking. Okay, 135. I need that one. Okay, 135 is Quaker Gray. This is also still valid on Delta. All right, let me see what my shaker did. My shaker probably did pretty good. You can see this guy is pretty old. If you hear rumbling in the background, that's my dog chewing a bone. I did okay. I mean, it's still very... Oh, I feel a lump. Oh, there is a dry lump in there. All right. Well, we'll leave it off to the side. Use it some other time. All right. Those are my colors. Need a drink. Again, sorry for the rumble underneath my seat, but that is the dog. All right. This started out as just a few, and just to hold a spoon or something silly on hold a foam brush. I have a holder off to my left that has many more paint brushes in it. So all kinds of different sizes. But this one, these are kind of my go-tos that I use a lot. So let's see here. What do I need? Where is the... Well, that's an angle, but he's very tiny. Where's my angle brush? I think that's what I'm looking for. All right, I got fresh water. Let's... I'm waiting for the other dog to come up here and realize, hey, somebody's got a bone and I don't. All right. I gotta make sure. Oh, yeah, what help? Yeah, he needs... let's just go over his whole nose. Well, yeah, put my finger right in here. Again, if you're watching, if you are a subscriber to the channel, like please subscribe, please like and subscribe. If you want to, I have the live chat on. If you have any questions on the paint, what I'm doing, you can post that in the chat, and I would love to answer some questions if you have anything on what I'm doing. Yes, I can paint over the eye. The white is going to... The white will cover that anyways. I'm good. And yes, this is a little sloppy because the dark gray that I'm going to paint over, I can trim up the areas and make it look a lot better. So this is good as just a as a main coating for this. I may have to switch to a different brush. This brush is very rigid. Okay. So let me push that back there a little bit. And He's cute. So this we also didn't. We painted his whole face. But all of the other ones just had this painted, not somebody's enjoying a bone. That's interesting. I don't feel like this has been glazed or you sprayed with any kind of clear coat. Yeah, look at this design goes all the way back here. I can see the inch. This paintbrush is being really weird. Let's see, his eyeballs painted weird. You paint first nose a little bit more. It's odd that it's like that it is what I'm painting down and what color was already there. I don't believe I don't think I had this Quaker gray back then. But we'll fix that. Do I need to touch you up again? So since I have this out, let's tackle him. See, that's where I said, the heck is on him? Hold on a second. One moment. Give me. Hold on a sec. This guy. Probably should have done this. I'm just cleaning them off with a brush. Should have done this to start. Just cleaning off any dust or fiber or anything that's on it. And you know what I should have also done is I should have taken pictures of these, and I didn't. Excuse me. Sorry, she's hitting the leg of my chair with her bone. I occasionally will get soup bones, big from the meat department in the grocery store. They'll sell soup bones, and I will usually bake them. For a little bit, and then let the dogs eat them. And they love that. Okay, let me fix whatever is on his mouth. Sounds like she's chewing, feels like she's chewing my chair. But she's not. She's just happy. Once she gets done with the bones at a certain degree, then I usually just throw it away because I don't want them. Oh, and then she bumps me. I usually just throw them away because I don't want them to break them and choke on them. This is weird. Okay. I don't make them bones up much, so they have fun with them when they get them. They do tend to fight over them, so if the Aussie has got one and decides, I don't feel like eating this right now, usually have to big ball of fuzz on my finger. That's not what I need. The Aussie will be like, yeah, I don't feel like eating this right now. I'm just going to hold off on later. And of course, the lab's like hungry constantly. And she'll be like, well, you know, I'm finished with mine, so I'm going to eat yours now. And, the Aussie didn't like that the other day. And growled, gave a good growl and scared the lab to the point where lab didn't want to go near her. It's like, well, that's what you get for trying to steal another dog's bone. She might not be hungry for it right now, but she is going to eat it. They're 2 years apart. So it's not like they grew up around each other to know you don't mess with another dog's bone. Right. What the heck happened here? This one looks like there's I'm guessing those indents are supposed to be like whiskers, because they're over here too. That's weird. That's so lumpy there. All right. We will fix it. Whoop, just big hair. It's still there. Found something I can use. Yeah, just letting that sit, just carve that. All right, we're going to fix this. Okay, so here's a good thing to try. I dripped that on, saw the hair, played around with it. So now my brush is a little wet. So I'm actually going to strip that right off while it's still pretty dry, or wet, I should say, before it totally dries. I'll fix that. That worked. All right, so I'm going to let that dry. Let me sit that down and work on one of the others. Make sure there isn't any dog hair on that, or whatever hair that was. Apologies if I pull these a little close to me to paint. I do have a magnifying glass here that I'm using, but every so often it just gets a little too, and I have to pull a little closer to me to see. I gave Mom the other ones that I did paint, and even my sister was very, very impressed on the detail. Really not that much detail, just cleaning them up, making them look better. I will not be doing a live feed on February 1st. My husband is getting surgery done on the 29th. And he may be in the hospital for a couple days. Which means I will be home alone with the dogs. But I may have family stop by. Yeah. Let me fix this. I don't like this. Okay. Let's try this one again. And I'm missing something. I realize I'm... Oh. There we go. My magnifying glass has a little tiny LED light. It's not very strong, but it's decent enough that it does give me a little bit of light in a spot, in a tight spot. Okay. And holding it up here close, you probably can't see it all that well either without that light. And I'm not worried about being a little messy here with this color. Like I said, I'm going to go over it. What the heck is that? Okay, that's just paint. Like there was a gob of dirt or something there on it. Okay, so let me check on him. He looks good. That is different. All right, let me look at this guy. Yeah. One sec, I gotta look that up. Wasn't Nibbles? Was that the I gotta look that up. That's gonna eat at me now. What did I do? So, what was Jerry Mouse nephew's name? It Nibbles, all right. Also known as Tuffy. He also has other nephews named Dinky, Duffy, and Sniffles and Scruffy. Nibbles the mouse. That's what I think that's what we tried to do here. Made him look like Nibbles with a little diaper. All right. Let's do the pink ears. And I'm going to switch up and use that. Because I want this to be a little pretty thick. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you for joining. You're never late. So, just got Mom handed me a few more Christmas ornaments to touch up since she really liked the job that I did on the other ones. So I've Hey Rhonda, just for fun, let me know if ads pop up during this, if you can, because like I say, I get ads popped up on other things, but I didn't know if ads would show up in mine yet. I can't monetize mine yet, so I didn't know if that's I don't know if they're applying it to anybody doing a live, or if they're or if it's just those of people who have hit the threshold where you can make money off of these. You use premium, no ads. Okay. All right. I did just get a weather alert that is supposed to be freaking cold here in Pittsburgh starting, I think it said Monday night at 9 p.m. to Tuesday afternoon. Oh, hi, Jerlea. Thanks for joining. Yep, these are... Okay, it's a mouse climbing a icicle. Interesting. That is a very coral color. I'm probably very likely going to have to change that color. Coral is one of my least favorite colors, or salmon, whichever you want to call it, coral, salmon. I avoid using that color as much as possible. Only because, and my husband has the same aversion to the color teal. He doesn't like teal. So there were buses here in Pittsburgh that were painted teal, and always grouch about them. But my color is salmon. I do not care for that, because way back in elementary school, that was the color of the girls' restroom, salmon. And the boys' restrooms was a odd turquoise teal color. Let's see here. Oh, you sprained your wrist. The kiddo sprained your wrist. Oh, geez. Hope the kiddo's okay. I think I shouldn't say this. My husband will get mad if I just say this. Not this Monday, but the Monday previous, I gave myself a black eye. I was Salad told me to turn off the light in the room. I turned off the light in the room. And why is it saying? Should break down. Oh. Okay, cool. No answer. All right. I just wondered. Thanks for checking, Rhonda. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if it was a me thing or if it was just a like I really, 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 really need to see a Royal Match ad. 20,000 times over. I didn't want anybody thinking that was me. I am not forcing royal match on anyone. Yeah, I gave myself a black eye. He asked me to turn off the light. I turned off the light in the room, and then I noticed that there was a box of Kleenexes sitting on the floor, and I bent over from the waist to pick it up and didn't realize that there was a chair in the way. It smacked my eye so good. I actually thought I was going to have to go to the ER because it just hurt. Like, I wasn't sure if I cracked the orbital bone or anything like that. It hurt. And I had I'm still sporting a very lovely black eye. The Durlay, the only thing I had to kind of laugh at myself about was the one SpongeBob one where he trips over the toothpaste cap and falls on a wrench. He gives himself a black eye and tries to tell everybody that it was that he got in a fight with somebody. But it was a pretty bad bruise. It a very lovely shade of purple. And now it's turning a very lovely shade of yellow with some purple still. So I am and of course Sal's so worried. Don't tell anyone. Don't want anybody to think I did it. I didn't do it. I wouldn't do that. Never do that. I'm like, it's fine. I went to work and only one person saw it. Nobody else saw it. I told him, and he asked me about it. He's like, did anybody ask? I'm like, no, nobody's seen me. And nobody sees me up close to that well to even bother to ask. So yes, the black eye. Why is it saying I'm holding things to review for you? Was it Jack Needlefish? Yeah. Or Jackie Crazy Fish or something like that. But yeah, I even met my mom and my sister earlier this week. I saw them. They didn't even faze them that I've had a black eye. I did send them a picture of it and told them what happened, but they were like, mom would be momming all over me. Oh, are you okay? You okay? She didn't even think. I don't even think they saw it. It's kind of like it's right at the right in the crease of the eyelid. So you might look at me and think that I'm wearing makeup in that section or on that eye. And I've kind of stopped wearing makeup, but it ends up looking like it's in the crease of the eye. So it looks like it's just here, I'll show you. It's like right here in the eye. So it's kind of in the thing, but yeah, I smacked it really, really good right there. And like I did it and I stayed over for a little bit and he's like, you okay? And I told him what happened. And he's like, geez. And like I said, I was worried that it was going to that I broke the orbital bone or anything like that above the eye because it hurt. I do not remember the last time I've had a black eye. I know the one dog we had gave me a black lip. She jumped up and she was a puppy. She was happy. She jumped up and nailed me right in the teeth. That was sore. Not nearly as sore as this, but at least it's on the flip side. And I don't have to work on Monday, so I'm good. Why? Oh, geez. Yeah, that's... Yep. And that's what he always worries about. He's like, I don't want anybody to think I'm doing any of that. I'm just, it was a complete, I mean, he did ask me to turn off the light, and I did, and I just saw the box of Kleenexes on the floor and just picked it up. Scarlet fever is going around? Good heavens. Oh, jeez. Hey. There's some sort of weird flu bug going around that like you guys heard me back in December when I had it, and I took a COVID test that said that I was negative, but boy, that lasted, and just no idea. But they said that there was just some weird flu bug of it going around. I worked from home for a good many years, and I went into the office one time, and everybody was there, and I heard somebody out the corner out of earshot say something about a stomach bug. Sure enough, I came home with it, and I was the sickest I've been in a long time. So I do prefer working from home. I'm kind of on a hybrid schedule at work right now, but I'm waiting for them to tell us that we'll have to be in 3 days, or instead of 3 days, to be in all 5. Which will suck. There's one PNC Bank here has told their workers that they are stopping work from home, and everybody has to be in the office. Not many people are happy with that. All right. Washing hands dry. been I've seen measles. I've seen that. I know measles is more. The Amish can. We could probably eradicate measles if we didn't. If the Amish would get vaccinated too, but then again, there's other things going on that I'm not going to mention. All right. Since I got black out, I forgot to open up the black. Oh, jeez, come on. Okay. Since I got that, I will fix these up. Give me... This will work. Actually, I wonder if I should paint this. No, I'll just give it black. I always liked the chalkboards at school. I wasn't one of those ones that was allergic to it, to the chalk dust. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this thing. Looks like we tried to paint it one color, painted it white, painted it another, and then I got all messed up. I loved writing on the chalkboards. The one teacher in our classrooms, we had chalkboards on behind the teacher's desk and then along the side of the wall. And I remember the one year, the one teacher let me draw a big Christmas display on the board. And she threatened anybody to to not mess with it because she liked it. There we go. That's a lot better. No, he was like, oh, you're good. In music class, the thing that could hold 5 pieces of chalk at once, so that you could draw notes on the board. or the we had geometry class and had the great big compass. They stuck a piece of chalk in it and draw a big circle. And those things I just love to play with and just so. So we didn't have dry erase boards at all in the 80s. It was just total I don't even think whiteboards were even available then. So I would hope that it would have that type of, like they had with the chalk, that you could draw lines and things like that. And they probably still have them modified now to hold the dry erase markers to do that. So, this guy has been painted several colors over. I'm not quite sure what the heck. Looks like it was painted a dark green. It's like there's a light shade of green. Another coat of something else. Weird. So keep. That works. But then I always did like when they cleaned the chalkboards and they were the perfect color of chalkboard black. And when they wrote on them for the first time, just looked so crisp and perfect. And then they would come on, did you enjoy your bone? Huh? Did you enjoy your bone? Was that a good bone? Are you still working on it? I think you are. So occasionally we'd have sometimes the teachers would let the students clean the blackboards if they were using it too much. Yeah. Why is it holding your stuff for review? Why are you? That's weird. Let me look at something here. No automatic places. No that. Anyone can comment. All right. Customization. Live chat. subscribers. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. For some reason, Jerlea kept saying to that your comments only were flagging, saying, "Do you want to show this?" And I'm like, I have no idea. So ignore the message saying that I turned it on to subscribers only. You're a subscriber, but I don't know why I was doing that. So maybe this shake off whatever was going on. Anyways, all right. Paint his ear just a little bit better. Are you done? Can I slide in? Wow. Was that a good bone? I know you liked it. Oh. Somebody has to go get a drink. Or not. Yes, dearest. You silly dog. So what should we color his pants? Or his outfit? Doesn't necessarily need to be. There you go, good girl. What if I did, actually? Let me paint his color would rope be? Empire gold. Or would it be mustard? That's straw. That's mustard. Tea gold. That's King's gold. Empire gold. There's mustard. Ooh, boy, does it look like. Man, doesn't look like good mustard. All right, let's fix this. Yeah, I should have had glasses in high school, and I don't know what my dad had against that. I ended up not getting glasses until I was like 21, 20. Because I was working at a factory then, and I needed to see the finer details of stuff. And I was just having a hard time seeing, and come to find out I was farsighted. I know. And that's the other thing. Like I had ones the same way, Julia. I was just I couldn't see the board, or I could see the board. It's just I don't know. I couldn't. When I would try to read, instead of my eyes staying straight, my eyes start to go like this, and so then they focus on into a pinpoint. So then when I look up, everything is all blurry. So I couldn't. I had to stop reading books because I just couldn't see to couldn't concentrate to read them. So, but when my sister needed glasses, my dad kind of finally caved and realized that she really couldn't see, and neither my brother. He wouldn't even let my brother get glasses either. So it was weird. He wore glasses. He wore contacts. And holy oh hell, boy, you just did not want to bring anything with glitter home. So if he found that, oh my gosh. It would have been like you brought weed home, or hard drugs or something like that. He did. And I get it. I understand. It's, if you get a piece of glitter stuck underneath your contacts, I'm sure that does not feel good. But when we started painting these things, absolutely no glitter. Yeah, this is going to need to be painted over a couple times. It's just not. Yeah, we're going to fix this up really good. Yeah, we're just so traumatized over things like part of it was his trauma dump on us. Like, we weren't allowed to play sports. We weren't allowed to be in any extracurricular activities or anything like that. So I was very surprised that he let me play violin. But I ended up quitting that in like 7th grade, I think. I was not good at it. They shoved a violin on me and said, "Here, you're going to learn this." And I was not coordinated enough for that. I did do choir for a while. But then after that, nope. Nothing extracurricular. It always kind of pissed me off because he lived up the road from the high school. He drove past the road that would go to that would just go off to the high school, and you'd be fine. He could have picked me up. He could have picked up my brother. Oh, look what I just did. Damn it. Yeah, you happy with that bone, aren't you? Make sure I don't touch what I just painted on the front side. This is a weird thing to hold on to. But nope, he couldn't be bothered to pick us up. I think he only let me go to choir practice was either Mom drove or I rode with my girlfriend who lived down the road. But we lived trying to type, but it won't let her. Let me change this thing again. Maybe it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought I did something. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought that maybe I did something. It was being weird. It kept saying, "Do you approve Derlea's message?" And so I'm like, yes. And so I kept telling it, yes, yes, yes. Changed the setting, and I might have. Oh, well. You're not being a troll. No, I wouldn't think you're being a troll. But now all three of us kids have glasses. And it's just so weird that he refused. I think he had bad experiences with getting glasses growing up and felt that he didn't want to put any of us through that. I'm not sure. Okie doke. Let's see here. Okay. we also lived like out in the boonies. We lived, we were a good 10 miles away from the nearest town, and we were probably another 13 away from the high school. So it just wasn't feasible. I do remember him, like, I think I wanted to join softball, and the extra health insurance coverage that you had to get in order to join the team was beyond his budget, put it that way. I mean, he did not make a lot of money back then in our little itty tiny town. So there were a lot of things we didn't do. That was one of the reasons why I actually had to move out of there, because it was just, there was nothing. What the heck are you doing? You okay? All right. Making weird noise, dog. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, to move out of there. It was just not. There was nothing to do. There was nothing to. The nearest. I mean, we had a tiny mall. A tiny mall. No. It's just boonies are fun, when you're. But like here in Pittsburgh, if I want to, I could take a bus and go someplace. And boonies, no, you couldn't do that. If you wanted to go someplace, you had to drive somewhere yourself, and then there wasn't anything to. I mean, the nearest big, what we could say a big city or more populous area, was an hour away. So there was just, nothing. We were stuck and couldn't do anything. Here, if I want to, go to the museum, or heck, we got a zoo here. I can go to a zoo. I can go to a museum. I can go to the zoos. I can, can go to a hockey game. I can go to a baseball or a football game. I've got all of that here around me. None of that was there. Without having to drive more than an hour, 2, 3 hours away. It wasn't there. So we just didn't. My dad was kind of mad at me when I did move. And every so often he would say, I don't know why you guys moved, because my sister moved here too. But he was like, I don't know why you guys moved so far away. I can't see. All right. So what color should his outfit be? I definitely don't want to do blue. I'm going to do something different. If I did, let me look. Did I like 40? Yeah. That's I'm kind of thinking brown and green, but I think I might do. Thinking. I mean, I'll have to give him black boots. He's wearing a hoodie. Something is green. I have metallic greens. I have different. Actually, I have three shades of metallic green. But hold on. Let me think about this. Thinking, wondering if I should use. If I should use a color I just don't use that often. Which would be my. I have some like olive greens. I have some like blue grays that would work. What's this one? This is a new one. It's called Waterfall. Let's see this. That would be a cute jacket. But I don't know if I would have. Hold on. Let me think of it. Pink. And hey, you don't know if he's, what, I mean, is the mouse a he or a she or an it? Or they, I should say. Hold on. Let me put the lid on this while I'm thinking about it. Let's see. I do also have. I do have some nice browns. Oh, where's the greens? All right, let's say we give them That's a nice green. I just want to give them like olive green, this kind of drab green. I mean, I could give them 2 greens. Thinking. Color I'm wanting for seafoam. It is a green gray. Seafoam can also be a light. Kind of really is this green on something. You know what? One of these little guys. I'm going to use this waterfall on him. Give him a nice. Let's see. What color do I have? There's. No, that's Tropic Bay. That's not a good color. Oh, where's the new color I got? Oh, I have this one called Mermaid's Tail. It's a very teal color. Dark teal. Beautiful. Oh, puppy dog. What if I do you and here we go. Oh, let's do some. A second. Move this away. Are you a happy doggy? I'm enjoying the bone. None of those colors. About that color of green. Maybe. Look at that cloudberry tan. I also have sandstone ivory. Actually, that would be a nice color. Very. It's khaki. All right, let's do khaki. All right. The winner is Seminole Green and khaki. Those look good. Where did khaki go? There's khaki. All right, khaki is apple barrel. And Seminole Green is this one. Got forced. There it is. Seminole Green to Ceramcoat. Those will look neat. And I'll have to paint the ice pick. I'll paint this silver. I'll keep this black. I don't mind that. What's up, pup? Huh? All right, let's do khaki. Seafoam can also be like a teal color, a very light, very light turquoise, almost. Actually, this is a good one. Seafoam is what this one is called. I can show you what it looks like. It is very... So, that one works. I've seen other ones where they've had a little bit more green in them. There actually used to be, I want to say it was Ford. Because I want to say it was Ford Taurus that used to be painted that color. So... well, let's see how... Oh, that might be too close. That might be too close to the color there. Darn it. Thinking. Oh. I don't think this will work. Hold up. Khaki is good, but it don't. This is a new color I got called Succulent. Don't think it'll match the Sonal green that well. Oh. Meatballs and brown gravy over egg noodles and garlic toast. I don't know about that. I actually have, so that's a good seafoam too. The succulent color. I have stuffed peppers waiting to be thrown in the oven. This is Mossy Meadow. Yeah, actually might work. This is a new color I've got. What do we got? Oh yeah, that'll work good. Yeah. I didn't really want to make him look like he was a what you call it? Like he was in the army or anything, but that's a nice color. right. Yeah, khaki is not the color I need. Tweep. We're trying to come up with things that Sal can eat for the last time for at least a year or so. And one thing I want him to make is his most delicious pepper steak. So I'm gonna go out tomorrow and get the stuff for him to make pepper steak. He won't be able to. He may be able to eat it later. Just really depends on how he makes it and everything. But he does make it really good. One year when we were kind of dating, I guess. Yeah, because we were in the one apartment. He made it for me and my sister, and I had a bag of Tostitos. we were taking the chips and dipping. He hasn't had the surgery yet. He's got the surgeries next week, next week coming up. The very end of the month. So he's we were taking the Tostitos chips and dipping it in the sauce of the pepper steak that he made. And he was hollering at us like, "You're gonna fill up on that. You're not gonna be able to eat the pepper steak." Like, but this is good just as it is. So, there's a lot of things he won't be. He can't eat anything with a skin, like a grape, or he probably won't be able to eat tomatoes for we'll have to steam them or cut them up and peel the skins off or something. He won't be able to eat cherry tomatoes anymore. And the reason being is that they don't want the skin to get stuck in the inside of the new stomach and cause problems. So, and So he's going to, it's going to be a complete different lifestyle for him to not eat so much. Even when you drink, you can only like take a sip and then you have to set it down. You can't chug water or anything. You have to take a little sip and yeah, we'll have to steam stuff. We'll have to he'll for a good couple of months he won't be able to eat anything. He can't eat popcorn. Because of the holes. You don't want anything to cause issues in the stomach. You won't be able to eat French fries, can't eat anything greasy. So, no French fries, no no hash browns or anything like that. So, I'll get him one good greasy pizza here before he has to stop. He will have to watch spices for a little bit, but then they said that, yeah, he'll be fine for, for a while for that. But they said at first, yeah, he'll have to eat plain, very, but he can eat good stuff. Like, even if he eats apples, it has to be applesauce. He can't eat apple skins. He can't just bite into an apple and eat it. Okay. Yeah, I heard you. That's a nice color. Mossy Meadow. I heard you. He can't drink pop. He can't drink anything carbonated. Which I will have to go out and get him. Oh, jeez. I'll have to go get him his favorite pop is Werner's ginger ale. So I'm gonna have to go out and buy him some of that. So I'll probably just get him a 6-pack because I don't like it. It's too strong for me. He has to, like, if I peel an apple for him, I'll be able to give that to him later, but for almost like the first month, well, they said for the first 2 weeks, it's like consistency of baby food. Also have to, he'll have to take this certain pill, like a special vitamin pill for the rest of his life. Those are two nice colors together. If I can get rid of the blue boots. Actually, it doesn't matter here, as boots are going to be black, so I can paint over that section. And there'll be lots of things he won't be able to enjoy anymore, but it's what he wants. We were going to do the surgery, like, I think in 2016 we were going to do it. And at the time, they said, you had to prove that you could keep the weight off. And so they made you do go on a diet and test it out. And so he did. He'd never been on a diet before. So he went on a little diet and he, started watching what he was eating, and he lost like 30 pounds on his own or so. 30 or 50, I can't remember how much he lost. But so then he decided that as long as he kept doing that, he'd be fine. Nope. So then we pushed it off and pushed it off. Welcome back, Jerlea. Let's see here. I need a fine tip. I did see the Florida got snow. I saw that too. I saw a short, or was it a picture? Yeah, somebody posted a picture that the Panhandle got a tiny bit of snow. It was just a coating, little short coating, and but yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, wow, they got snow. And is there I thought I saw somebody saying that there may be a storm next weekend. And like, just as long as it's no snow when I have to take him to the hospital. Because I don't want to have to shovel snow and prep for him to be home. And I also have to go out. Okay. Yeah, we got a little bit of... We got a good dusting or good coating overnight here, but we didn't get... it was not... my mom on near the other side of the state, she said that she had to actually run the snowblower. So, do. Everybody's trying to send Rhonda snow. That's looking kind of good. Except for those blue boots. We're going to fix that. I mean, I could paint them brown now. I'm just thinking, but I'll just do black. And yeah, I saw we were supposed to get some really bad wind, and the wind chill is supposed to be like super freaking cold Monday night into Tuesday. I'm like, I don't care for that. Paint them Uggs. I could do that. Give them a little bit of fuzz. I could. I mean, I can paint them that khaki color and do the fur on them. Yeah, Uggs. Khaki brown. All right, let me try khaki brown color. If I don't like the color, if I don't like it, I'm going to paint them black. I didn't put away the khaki, so I got it right here. Just give some class. Yeah, that's about the color of those boots. I first saw them when I was attended a conference in Vegas, and I thought that they were just like, why are they're just they just didn't make any sense to me as to why they were so expensive, and people were just wearing them like crazy. Vegas is not a place I will ever go again. They probably, yeah, that's that. Ugh. Yes. All right, well, they definitely need a couple. I don't know. I think that needs to be a different color. Like this is khaki, but it's not. I want to say that they need to be a little more of a brown. The one time that I got to go to Vegas, it was January. It was really, really bad and cold here. It was like, I think we had wind chills at the time. It was like -20. And all of us in the plane had on thick winter coats, and we started to get closer to flew over the Grand Canyon, and we're like, okay, it's getting hot in here, and started taking off the winter jackets and stuff, and landed in Vegas. It was 70 degrees, and I think I had to laugh because it was like, yeah, you could definitely tell who the tourists were in Vegas compared to the people who either live there or came from California or something, because we were the tourists would be walking around in t-shirt and blue jeans, and the locals would be wearing winter jackets at 70 degrees. And like, no, you don't do that. But then again, I realize it does get in the hundreds out there, and so it's your body would change to be that 70 degrees would be that you would want to wear Ugg boots and winter jackets, but still, like, it's so weird. All right, I'm thinking that actually needs to be a different color. I'm thinking. Oof. Oh, to the shaker. I get that way too. I sometimes will fall asleep with fleece socks on, but now lately I haven't had to do that, because usually the one dog will put her head on my feet, and I'll get warmed up by her. So, and then eventually I'll get a hot flash, and I'll be kicking off the blankets anyways, or kicking off the socks. Pretty different. Yeah, meanwhile, me and Jerlayer are outside, in a t-shirt at 40-degree weather outside. Oh boy, really? Please, you'd be my best color. This is one of my oldest paints. It's called Palomino. I've loved this paint. Let me try it. Yeah, that's a little better. But I think I'm going to go a little different. Okay, this is Cloudberry Tan. It's a little bit of a darker khaki. Time is it? 6:25. Oh, wait. Where's your bonnet, silly dog? All right. Come on, Pop. Yeah, those are more Ugg boot color. All right, we'll keep them. Yeah, I don't think I could handle. I mean, I've been in North Carolina in the summertime and stuff, and but usually we've been able to jump in the ocean, right? But that's a chunk of something there. So, what am I missing here? Right there. Yeah. All right. He's getting there. I'm likely going to have to do some finer details, but he's getting there. All right. So let me put that. Oh, excuse me. Let's fix his face. I just feel bad for the poor doggies and animals when it gets this cold. And you're laying under a quilt. Yeah. We had a party. Sal had a party in 1 year. Look at that. Stick my finger right on the wet paint. All right. Put my finger there. It was late. I'm sorry. There's a hair right on the tip of my. Oh, jeez. Come on here. We had a party the middle of August, I want to say. It was really hot and humid here, which meant, 80 degrees. But just humid, crazy humid. And We had a kid visiting us from I want to say he was from Fort Worth. And he was complaining how cold it was. And we were like, cold? This isn't cold. This is hot. We're sweating like crazy and this and this. And he's like, no, this is too cold. Where's my good one? You're not my good one. Where's my favorite? There it is. I found it. Oh, jeez. And I had to I didn't know that I needed to stock up on hot sauce with him around because he dumped that on everything. It was funny. Just funny with all the gastric differences around just from one state to the other, or even from him being in Texas and coming up here and us not spicy enough for him, or that he was cold. I actually had to break out a big comforter for him because he was just cold. We even had the AC on too. But he was just too cold to. The poor kid was shivering most of the time. But he was a nice kid. He was a good kid. Oh, let's see. 79 and laying under a quote new. Me, it's 79 degrees outside. I'm probably looking for shade. Cannot. I'm not looking forward to my elderly years when place is too hot. Yep, that's 58 is shorts and t-shirt. It's maybe a long sleeve shirt, but still shorts and a t-shirt. So that's when I like to go outside and like do yard work and that, because it keeps you cool. It doesn't you're not sweating like crazy. I can't touch anything on this. But then when it gets in the summertime here and it's in the mid 80s to low 90s, and like try to get um, all the yard work done before 11 o'clock in the morning, because it's just going to get too hot, disgusting, sweaty. Now that we have our AC fixed, that's all we enjoyed this past summer, was just, nope, yeah, it's too cold. Even the poor dogs were like, yeah, that's too hot outside. No, I don't want to do that. I want to stay in. Mm. Yep, can't do it. Wonder if I should give him. Wonder if I should give him gloves. I mean, I know I gotta fix this. It's just I need that to dry a little bit. Yeah, I have been in Florida in, oh man, when did we go? When did we go there? It was like in, I think it was July. Way back in the 80s, we went. I don't know why. But I went with my aunt. They let me go. And let me go with them. And it was freaking hot. Should not have gone at that time, because it was well over 100 degrees. And even though we were like, yeah, we wanted to get out and go someplace, we tried to go to the beach, and we didn't know it at the time, because we didn't know to check these things. But apparently there was an oil tanker that let go a little bit of its load off the shore, and you really couldn't swim because there was the beach had clumps of crude oil all over the place. It was absolutely nasty. And we tried to go swimming in it, and there was um with mixed in with the crude oil there was uh, seaweed. It was just a mess. We thought, and I remember walking across that or attempting to walk across that hot sand. Oh my god, that was terrible. Burned our feet. And then we finally get into the beach and can't we try to go swimming and we can't because of the oil and the seaweed kicking up all over the place. Oh, absolutely terrible. Yeah. Shoulder pads, and big kid. Yep. Yeah. I remember we tried to go swimming in that, couldn't, and we ended up my uncle went into a pharmacy nearby and they told us that if you sorry, I'm getting close to my hand, you guys aren't seeing this. They told us if you put starter fluid, um it would take the oil off. And it did. But then we had to try to not get my uncle's car smelling like starter fluid. Had to keep the windows rolled down because it stunk, and then it was too hot and we couldn't do anything. And not a fun trip. Fun to a degree, but not much. All right, I'm gonna fix his face a little better here, but for the most part, let me fix his let me put some silver on that thing. Keep thinking I gotta go to work tomorrow. No, I don't. I'm not quite sure what she used to paint this. So that's a weird color. And I feel like it might be one of those multi-surface ones that's for indoor outdoor paint, because it's not letting my paint adhere to it very well. Do they do that anymore, though? I mean, I would hope that they don't. That's why we always liked going to the Outer Banks, because that was always clean. And again, my dad was stationed in Camp Lejeune, and now we know what they were doing with the water. Do they? Ugh. We did end up going to the beach somewhere else. I can't remember where else. Oh, but what was funny, like I said, we didn't know to check to to avoid the beach on those days, and because we were there was us and just a few other people there, and they were more just like walking around and just going out for a walk. Nobody else was trying to get into the water, and we here we thought we had the beach all to ourselves. Sure. But the fix that. Yeah, I think she used a. She definitely used a black gloss paint there. Yep. We ended up going to the beach later, some other day, and there were a lot of people then, and we, my cousin almost walked off on us accidentally. She didn't see me. But that's a sore spot. I wasn't allowed to talk to anybody the whole time. I was only allowed to talk to my aunt and uncle and my cousins. I wasn't allowed to say hi to anybody. If they said hi to me, it was really weird. It was a weird trip. So that's too small a tip. I just tried to blow a hair away through while looking through the magnifying glass. Don't think that works. Oh, geez, no way. No. I thought those things were a thing of the past. Or that all the, whatchamacallits, hedge funds bought them all up. Beach. Where are we last at a beach? I think Sam and I were at the beach. I can't remember if it was 98 or 99. All right, that's a little better. He's looking good. I'm going to let him sit for a little bit. Let's try to do something with this guy. Well, for Christmas, it should be silver bells. And there is some decoration on some of them. Like this has zigzags, this has swirls, this has dots. I'm actually going to do I'll do this one in silver, these two in silver, and this one in gold. That's golden straw. We'll use, actually, no, I don't want that one. Give me the king's gold. All right. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to need a couple. This blue is just like so weird. So if you're watching this and you're like, I thought I was going to paint this gold. I am going to paint it gold. I need to give it a base coat of a plain color because I want some golds that I have. If you have a matching base color underneath it, it makes that gold pop a lot better and makes it look a lot better. So I am going to give this nice king's gold matte. He will probably need at least another 2 coats to cover up this blue. It's just weird. No, couldn't do that. You know what, though, Rhonda? I bet you they turned some of those timeshares into, Airbnbs or Verbos. It's basically what they are, I thought my sister would have tried to, rent out her home since she moved. But no, she wants to sell it. And I don't blame her. Yeah, look how that's just not. Yeah, that's gonna need at least. At least a good 3 coats. Or I'm even putting on a thin coat. I'm not even putting on a thick coat. But the next ones will definitely be a little thicker. So I got a sleepy puppy underneath my feet. Too much of that soup bone just knocked her out. Now, we went to Seattle 2 years ago. That was actually kind of nice. We're actually planning to go back. When Sal and I were we were actually looking we were job hunting, and we ended up finding good jobs out there. And we were discussing moving out there. But my mom really didn't want us to, because then we would have been too far away from her. She didn't like that. So, I mean, it's nice. It's very nice. It's almost like, pretty much like Pittsburgh, like Pennsylvania. Toing. What's that? Oh. That's not something I need. So it was very nice. Lots of greenery, like it is like here in Pittsburgh and Central PA. North Central PA, I should say. We've always wanted to go to Europe. Never got the chance. Or never made the chance, I should say. We bought our house and then we just didn't do anything from there. I do want to get out and try to go to more places here, but I don't know. Right now, the only way that would happen is if we won the lottery. It's just not feasible. I'd love to do that. We wanted to go to Italy, obviously, so when he was in the Navy, when he was going over to deserts, to Saudi Arabia for Desert Storm, Desert Shield, they had to stop and land in Italy to refuel. And he tried to get the commanding officer to just let him step off the plane and just just to touch Italy ground. And he said as the officer said, if I can't do it, you can't do it. So that was all he could. We had plans that we were going to honeymoon in Italy, and then that didn't happen. Yep. Oh, ouch. So, well, it is 7 o'clock. I'm going to paint these up. I don't know if I will There shouldn't be any whatchamacallits, all the courts will be closed tomorrow. Maybe if I feel like it, I'll do another live and keep painting. But right now, yeah, I think I'm just going to finish this. Finish. Giving it a little bit of shot right there. This needs a little shot right there. Yeah, see, even with one coat here, and like if I went over what I just painted here with a second coat, that is good. I like how that is covering over things. But this one is probably going to take 3 coats because it's just the paint is just not keeping good along to cover that blue that was underneath it. So looks like I need to finish this little section here. So hope that. The one thing I don't like with the weather, if when it gets cold like that, and they start saying that have really bad wind chills and stuff, is losing power. Absolutely sucks. Summertime, I can handle it. Wintertime, no. Nope. No, I would use this as this is basically the primer. Just applying the matte colors underneath it, and then applying the metallic gold and silver over top of them. That'll help really bounce those off. These things, I might keep them silver. Or I might actually paint them a darker color. Actually, yeah, they should be a darker color. I have a new color that's about, it's like this color gray. It's called zinc. That's probably a good one to use there because those are just clapper bells. They just, the clappers inside the bells. So that's all I'm going to do for right now because I'm getting hungry and I need to go throw that, throw those stuffed peppers in the oven, and they're going to cook for about an hour. So good brass. Actually, I was thinking of doing that. Like I could have painted one of these bells a different color, like one silver, one the darker. But I don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to keep these 2 silver, keep this gold, and I may paint over this with a darker red and then apply. Actually, I'll probably put one of my glitters over it and give it a nice glittery bow. So that'll work. But and I really, really hope we have a good Judge Dad this week. He's just going to lean into the phone and go, slow down. This is over tree bark. So yes, thank you very much. I've enjoyed having somebody to chat with. You guys didn't see the birthday mandala last week. So this was the birthday mandala. I do like how it turns colors in it. So yes, that was the birthday mandala that I did last weekend. So, because I kind of figure like, yeah, it's like, a birthday cake, and if you wanted, flowers and stuff on it. So that's my thing. Gonna fix up the pink in the middle, but that's that is how it goes. It's weird how the blues like totally blend in with it, and then I turn it one way and then they pop right out like that. So, but thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And like I said, I might do one tomorrow. I don't know when, but if I do, just keep an eye out for it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you.